Hi everybody, it's Erin Reed for Kunin Felt, and today I'm going to show you how to take beautiful felt from Kunin and turn them into cute little succulents, perfect for Earth Day. First thing you're going to want to do is you're going to start off using any color of green felt that you have. I'm using one of the larger sheets. This one happens to be in olive, and it's in the Eco 5 Plus, which is 12 by 18 inches. All of the Kunin Felt is made from recycled plastic bottles, which is fantastic, so it is a perfect craft for Earth Day. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to start out with any kind of pen and you're going to draw on your felt, and it takes the drawing wonderfully, and you do not have to be exact, and you're just going to do a series of triangles going around, and you're going to do a giant spiral. The bigger the points are and the more spirals you have, the larger your succulent plant will look. And as you can tell, I am not being super exact. You can be as haphazard, and you can have larger petals and smaller petals, and when you get to the end and there's really no more space you can draw your spiral, you stop. Now all you have to do is take your scissors and you start cutting. And if you don't follow the pattern perfectly, it is fine, no big deal. Now, once you get around doing the first spiral, all you're going to want to do is cut off that excess that you had going all the way around. So you're going to have a little bit of residual felt left over. And now you come in and you start doing your second spiral. At this point, you have to make sure you cut from the inside only. You cannot cut from the outside, or you're going to cut your spiral in half. And you want to keep it intact, like one long loop, basically. So just come from the inside only and start cutting all the way through your spiral. So when you're done cutting, you have a spiral that has a center and you have the outside. We are going to start with the very outside, and you're going to want to take a glue. Today I'm using the Fabri-Tac glue from Beacon. It works beautifully. And I have a jar that I keep my glue upside down so it's always ready to go. When I'm done using it, I put the cap on there. First step I'm going to do is I'm going to take a little bit of glue right along this bottom line and go for about the first 5 or 6 little circles. And you're going to want to create the inside of your succulent. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to roll it around, and it does not have to be super tight. So you're just going to roll it around, let those points stick up. It's the inside of your succulent. It's going to look kind of weird to begin with. That's okay. We'll let it do its thing. Keep rolling it. When you've run out of glue, add some more glue. You want to be using the pretty side up, because if you use the side that had the pen marks, you would see those pen marks as we're going to start rolling our succulent around itself. So make sure that you have the pretty side up, and you just keep on rolling. Now, as you start getting to the point where you've rolled and you've created a nice center, you want to start flaring your succulent out a little bit, and you want to have it kind of coming outward. So instead of going up like a cone, you want to face your succulent pieces, your spirals, as you're gluing them down. You want to try and start fanning them out a little bit, giving them some space to go outward versus upward. You can kind of tweak and amend a little bit. You just keep on forming it all the way around. There's no right or wrong. Do not feel like you're doing it wrong. Just keep on spiraling it. It'll form right before your eyes. Last thing is this very inside part is the base that's holding together. Add a very generous amount of glue to that base, and you're going to roll your whole succulent so it's going to kind of sit on. At this point, you kind of start fanning your succulent out. Push it down into that base piece that's holding everything together, and let everything kind of pull out. Grab some pieces, pull them down, get that center to pop, and there's your succulent. Super simple. Kids could have fun with this. You can have all kinds of fun with all the different colors of felt. You do not have to make them green. You can color the tips with fun colors. Succulents come in a wide variety of colors, including greens and purples. You could even go with blues. These are the 3 succulents we have made today. I've done a dark green and olive green. This is pirate green, and this one is called leaf green. This is in the standard felt, it's a little bit thinner, and this is in the Eco-Fi Plus felt. So I have a couple of cute little, and I actually have a third one that is completely done, and we are going to glitter them. Let's make these a little bit fun and glam. The first stage I did is these are both from Folk Art. This is the color shift, and I already painted this in the yellow. We're going to take this other small terracotta pot, of which if you do not want to paint them, they look super sweet just sitting inside your cute little pot, just like that. If you want to glue them in, you can do that as well. But I want to make these fun and glam, so let's paint them up. First stage is you want to add a little bit of glue. Just for some fun, you want to add the color shift first before we go in and add the glitterific paint. You could paint these any way you want for a fun kids craft. You could let them have fun and come up with their own ideas for paint. You could put washi tape on these pots. You could put stickers on these pots. Everything would work beautifully, or you can leave them plain. The other beautiful thing about the felt is that it is wonderful to keep outside. It holds its color, and so this is a craft that you could actually put outside, or you could keep indoors as a fun little thing sitting on your desk. So all you need is one quick base coat of your color shift. We're now going to come in with one that is already dried with the yellow color shift, and we're going to add the glitterific in gold. I want a generous amount of my glitterific paint, so I'm going to completely cover and just basically daub this on to really get this all pretty and gorgeous and covered in glitter. For the first pot here, I use the yellow flash color shift and a unicorn glitterific on top of that. For the second one, I used the violet flash color shift, and on top of that, I used the tropical glitterific. For this last pot, for the color shift, I used pink flash, and on top of that, I used hologram. When I applied the glitterific, I did thick coats. There's quite a bit on here. It's nice and chunky to really give you that full feeling that it is on there. It is nice and thick. You can kind of come in with your finger and kind of smooth out the sections, but you really do want a thick coat to give you that full glitterific, amazing coverage on your pot. Now that your pots are dry, just set them up, and either you can glue your succulents into your pots or you can leave them loose. The last felt, the one I created with you, is actually done with a different type of felt that's a little more firm, so therefore it sits a little more rigid. If you don't want to glue them in, you can just rest them. These would fit great on a desk, outside, or on your craft desk. Thanks so much for stopping by, Kunin. Please come back again soon. Bye-bye.